increasing over its domain or it is decreasing over its domain. Selenam.
True.
You're right. With the same preamble.
Hey, charity school is brilliant. My son will attend the school at all costs. Hey, let me call Adwa. What? I shock safe. Listen. Our son will attend the school at all costs.
Send money home.
Listen, I'm sending some more money for him, okay? Right. Oh, right now. In a job, you business here. Yeah, okay, right.
Fast and easy. Show me to pay.
Boy.
Help you make the
Nice
most
one.
of your money. Needs send fire to pay. Show me to pay.
Jupe Money Transfer. Send money home to family and loved ones from the US and Canada. Download the Jupe app, send money with your school code, and your school gets $20 on your first transaction for any school project of their choice. For your school code and for more information, visit www.jupe.co. Download the app to join the Jupe train. Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need. Send via Jupe.
Show me to pay.
And YFM. And of course, this is a Primetime production. Today being our last day at St. Mary's SHS, we have our mentor, Jeremy Acquaah, to take us through the theme, the STEM careers that are available for us as girls and what we can do after school. So with a huge round of applause, shall we welcome Jeremy Acquaah as he takes us through the theme.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I didn't know I'll be joining here today, but here I am. And let's do a vibe check. So today we are going to be talking about navigating STEM careers and how you can position yourself to be able to leapfrog in that path. So before we get into the conversation for today, I want to hear from you. What are some of the things that you've heard about STEM? So please raise your hand. Anything you know about STEM? Let's start from there. Anyone? Any hands? It's going to be interactive today. I'm down off the stage, so I want to hear from you. Anything you know about STEM? What you think it means, where it applies, your general thoughts of STEM. So please, I want to hear from you. Guys, let's get this going. Yeah, okay, there's a hand there.
Please, I've heard that the abbreviation STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Okay, please, can we clap for her? That's right. Okay, I need another person. At least one person from each row or each lane. Anything you know about STEM? Someone has given us the full meaning of what STEM stands for. It could be some possible myths that you've heard about STEM, what some people say STEM is for, or what you personally think STEM is about. Any hands? Oh, maybe you've heard in the news that STEM is only for science people. It's only for those who enjoy mathematics. I just want to hear from you. What do you think? Your hands are up.
STEM involves more critical thinking than physical work.
Clap for her. That's a very solid point. She said STEM involves more critical thinking. That's what you said, right? Yeah, that's very true. I need someone from here, a volunteer. Please don't feel shy, please. Just share your thoughts with us. We'll be glad to listen. What you think STEM is about? What do people do in STEM? Why are we all of a sudden talking about STEM here and there? Your thoughts about the subject matter. If you don't say anything today, we are not going to close, so I want to hear from you. Let's get going. Oh, anyone? Please don't disappoint me.
Today that we have Form 3s and Form 1s.
Form 2s and Form 1s. Form 3s, final year students. Oh,
yes.
Final year students, please engage with me. What do you think STEM is about? What are your thoughts on it? Do you think STEM is going to change? What do you personally think about STEM? Or you think STEM is only for boys? So I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Or maybe there's someone who is doing something in STEM that you think the person is actually an inspiration to you. Please, I want to hear from you. So as this role. I need just one person, just one person. Yes, please, there's a hand up here. Yeah.
Okay, so I heard that STEM is used in everyday life, and because of that, there are STEM-based schools like MIT.
Nice, nice. Clap for her, clap for her. Yeah, not only MIT, there's KNUST and there's Ashesi and the rest, but then that's a very solid point. I need one last person from here. Her point is very solid. One last person from here. Okay.
What I know is that the world is moving into a more technological phase, and so STEM is needed in everything you do, so everyone needs to have an idea of what STEM is and how it works.
Nice, nice. Please, let's give it up for her. Okay, so let's get into the conversation. Now, we've all had a fair idea of what STEM is about. Someone said critical thinking. Someone said it involves, what do you say? It is used in everyday life. And now let's also go into how do you get started in STEM? I mean, you are already in it. As she said, it's an everyday thing. So far as you are thinking, you are applying simple logic steps, you are applying whatever things that you are being taught in the classroom in one way or the other, you are also in the STEM field. But then let's take it in a broader scope. You are in high school now. From high school, what's next? That's most of the times the question that I get from some of my mentees. So let's look at how to navigate the STEM field as a young high school student. So for me, I think it begins with your interests. What excites you? What gets you intrigued? What are you always curious about? What worries you? That's where I think it starts from. You would see a lot of things happening in the news about AI, about robotics, about data science, about whatever field you may think of. But then it all starts from somewhere. And for me, what I believe actually sets the tone is your personal interest. So I want each and every one of you seated here to always start thinking of it in that sense, that to be able to position yourself in this STEM field, it always starts with what you are interested in, what you are excited about. So I want to come back to you now. I want to hear from you. You've heard about STEM. You know, some people have shared their thoughts. What are some of the things that actually excite you in the world of STEM? It could be problems, it could be issues, it could be something that you've observed on campus, in class, at home. I want to hear from you. What are your interests or personal things that like excites you or draws you to always wander around? It's not necessarily having to do with science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, but then the simple problems around you that in your everyday life, when you are going about, you feel like, this thing, why is it like that? Like, I feel like I can do something about it, or I'm looking forward to contribute to this space, because the topic for today is also looking at the innovators of tomorrow. So coming back to you, I need volunteers. I want to hear from you. What are some of your personal observations that either excites you, you are interested in, you are curious about, you always feel drawn to? It's time for you to speak, so please let me hear from you. It's open. No answer is wrong, but then I want to hear from you so that I know that we are all on the same space. Is that fine? So please share with me. I want to know how you are thinking and what you've been observing about. So any hands? Please feel free. No answer is wrong. Feel very free. That's where it starts from. There's a hand up here. Yeah.
Please, I have noticed that in my area there are a lot of students there, and then looking at the way our education system is going these days, there are a lot of project works, a lot of printing to do, and those kind of printing shops and technology shops are not around in our area. There are very few. So usually when you get there, you see a very long line there, and because the people who are printing for it, they know they are the only ones educated in that field. they usually charge a very high amount. Like, let me say, for example, when I was going to print my BC enrollment form, we went there because the man was one of the few people there. He charged us 35 cedis per one sheet of paper.
Wow.
And then I was even shocked. I was like, oh my God, how can this happen? So I think that if we could educate the young people there to start their own, those kind of businesses by themselves, then maybe that man will have to learn his lesson.
Thank you very much for sharing. Please let's give it up for her. She has done so well. She has done so well. I want to hear from you. Any problem that you've realized in your community, in school, in class, wherever, I want to hear from you. That's a nice story, an example. Thank you. There's a hand up here. Yeah.
One problem I've noticed is that among students, especially in our Ghanaian community, they don't have a deep idea about STEM. And since the world is now moving into a technological phase, there's a need for students to be educated about STEM seriously. And that's one problem we face because we don't always have things like these every day.
Right. Please let's give it up for her. That's very true. People don't have much knowledge about what STEM is about. Someone from here, any volunteer from here, what you think, what you've observed, a problem that you are always drawn to. You're like, why is this thing always like this? Me, I don't understand how this thing is working like this. So I feel like I can also do something. Anyone from here or here? Anyone? Please feel free. It's very open. No answer is wrong. There's a hand up there. Yeah. Okay.
I've noticed that in the Ghanaian curriculum, it is more theory-based than practical-based. So I think the problem can be fixed by introducing technology into our studies, so that instead of us focusing on the theory, we may be able to use technology to experience the practical parts of our studies.
Perfect. Please let's give it up for her. That's done so well. Perfect. I need one last person from here. Please don't disappoint me. One last person. All of you have to select someone to pick. Feel free, no answer is wrong. This is very open. I just want to see how your imagination is, what you've been thinking about. So please, one person from here, so that it's fair. Or we'll get any volunteer from the back. Anyone wants to share with us anything that you've noticed, you've realized, it could be a problem, something that excites you, a challenge. Okay, there's a hand up here. Please, let's give it up for her.
Like our sister said, I feel like our education system is based on theory than the practical, and some students, they need to see before they can be able to write something.
Yeah.
So it's true. And also...
Oh, please allow her.
Yeah, because it's not everyone that when they read, it sticks, like the theory aspect. So we need more practical, like the technology aspect, so that we will do more actions than we write, so that some students will be able to,
Perfect. Please let's give it up for her. She has tried. You won't talk. Someone is talking to your passing comments. Okay, so this is all what you said is absolutely right, and it is something that for me has actually opened my mind to how you guys are thinking. So what I truly believe in is, with these little things that we observe on the daily basis, in the house, in school, or wherever we find ourselves, that is where everything starts from. And sometimes it may seem like, this challenge is too big for me. After all, I'm just a student. I'm just going to school. I'm going to write my exams. But I strongly believe that if we are to talk about the innovators for tomorrow, those who are going to be making big waves in the STEM field, it starts from those little things. And we understand our context better. It's not always going to look to the outside world and trying to copy what they are doing. But then I want each and every one of you to own those things. I know some of you are feeling shy to share it, but then what I want to put to you is, anytime you encounter a problem, you realize something, or you notice that, this thing actually excites you, this thing actually always gets you wondering, and you think that, oh, I can also do something about it. Don't let it stop there. For me, I believe that that's where it actually starts from. And I'll give you an example. For me, I would say by God's grace, I was very, very much exposed to people who were actually involved and doing active work when it comes to like robotics and STEM. And later I realized also that in my community, I had young people in my community who also didn't have that privilege. So right after high school, I felt this urge that I had to actually pay it forward. So I started active volunteering and supporting various organizations through teaching and mentoring of students and getting them exposed to these things that I had the opportunity to be exposed to. So this is to say that whenever you encounter these things, I want you to take it upon yourself and ideate, even if you will not go far, but then that is where it starts from. Everything starts from somewhere. It's not always that everything just comes up and it's just all around. But then it starts with these little things. It's high time we actually encourage our young people to be bold in coming up with their own solutions to simple challenges in their community. The example lady gave of in her community going to print her results, something like that. It's a nice problem. I'll say it's a nice, and it's also a business opportunity. For me, I don't believe in the idea of I have to go to school. I think right now the paradigm is changing. Like, I have to go to school, then find a job, do national service, then come back before I start to find like what exactly I'm going to do. I don't subscribe to that notion. I believe even while you are in school, you can actually start something on your own. You can actually start to build from somewhere. That's what I believe in, and that is what I would want to encourage each and every one of you, that if you are looking at how we are going to navigate the STEM field, it starts from there. So with the challenge that you shared with us, you are in school now, at least you are getting some savings, like you are getting some money from your parents. My advice would be, you can start saving, and before you complete school, you can get like a photocopy machine, print one's like inscription out that, oh, we print X and Y and Z over here, and just paste it. Or you can even start with word of mouth, telling people about, oh, I have this machine. And whatever you need to start with, you can learn it on YouTube. You can start from there. So don't let that deter you and be like, oh, me, I'm just a student, I'm just going to school. Like, I feel like it's high time all young people in Ghana start to change their mindset when it comes to these things. So that is one key point that I want each and every one of you to take away. So please note that down, that it shouldn't always be following the normal route and just going with the crowd or what everyone is doing. But then the little challenges that you find in your community, you must sit back and observe and see how you can also contribute and to come up with solutions to solve those petty problems. That's what I believe the STEM field is all about. So that's the very first point. So now let's talk about the STEM careers. I want to hear from you once again. What are some of the STEM-related careers that you know about, or some people have been telling you about, and you think that, oh, this one too, is it also part of STEM? I want to hear from you, volunteers. When you say STEM careers, what are some of the STEM careers you personally know about? This one, I want to see more hands too. I want to see more hands. Don't feel shy. I learned you guys are in final year and from, yeah.
Computer scientist.
Computer scientist. Please let's clap for her. That's right. Computer scientist. There's a hand at the back.
Petroleum engineering.
Petroleum engineering. I think let's do it this way. When you mention it, you tell us what you know about it. Is that fine? Just tell us. No answer is wrong. Just tell us what you know about it.
Cybersecurity analysis.
Cybersecurity analyst. That's a very good career field. Yeah.
Protect people's data.
Protects people's data. That's right. Any other? The back. Those are the back. Please. We need a volunteer from the back. STEM careers. And just share with us what you know about.
Web developer. They create websites.
Could you?
Web developers.
Web developer.
They create websites and apps and all those.
Oh, okay. Are there some day students here? Day students. Day students. The last time when I came here, I made mention of a platform that can build a website for you from scratch. I don't know whether any of you remember, but then I'll say it again. It's called Lovable. Lovable is an AI platform that helps you to build a fully blown website from scratch. So you can explore that field. But then that's right. Any other STEM careers? I want to see more hands. STEM careers. More hands. Okay.
Optimization officer.
Optimization officer. That's a mouthful. Tell us, what do they do?
Individuals and organizations to solve problems.
Individuals and organizations to solve problems. That's very true. I think they are needed in almost every company. How to optimize stuff and come up with solutions. STEM careers. Oh, the basic ones that you know of, you are not mentioning.
Robotic engineering.
Robotics engineer, okay.
They create and program robots.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Prompt engineer.
Prompt engineer, okay.
They interact with AI.
Okay, that's right. I want someone from, okay, there's someone from the back right now.
Data analyst.
Data analyst. Oh, allow her. You won't talk. Someone is talking. You are data analyst. Tell us what data analysts do. Yes.
Please, you analyze data.
They analyze data. That's right. That's right. Don't mind anyone. That's right. Any other person. I've not heard anyone from this side, the back here. STEM careers. The ones you know of. Oh, this one you've been hearing of. Okay.
Programming.
Programmers. Okay.
They put algorithms together to solve problems.
Right. That's right. I need someone from the back here. Okay.
Software developers.
Software developers. Yes, tell us, what do they do?
They create apps.
They create apps.
And manage them.
And manage them. Okay. I see a lady put her hand. Oh, you put your hand down. I saw your hand up. Okay. Any other person? STEM careers.
Aviators. They build and fly aircraft.
You said?
Aviators.
Aviators. They build and fly aircraft. Oh, okay. You've already spoken. I need someone from the back who has not spoken. Someone from this side. STEM careers. Oh, the ones that you've been hearing since your primary school all the way through JHS till now. Why are you feeling shy to say it? Or you don't want to share your ideas with us? Anyone from the back? Anyone? No more volunteer. You've already spoken. Okay. Say the last one and we'll get into it.
Digital transformation manager.
Digital transformation manager.
They make sure manual works move to digital works.
They make sure manual works move to digital works. Yes, that's very true. Okay, I'm not seeing any hands from the back, so I'll just move on. So okay, let me ask this question. Is there any career field that you've heard about that you personally are wondering whether it also falls in the STEM field? Any career that you've heard about and you're thinking that, is this one also part of the STEM things that we've been talking about? Okay, I'll just leave that to you. Maybe at the end, you'll give me some responses to that. So, all what you said is absolutely right. But I also want to, let's talk about the SDGs. How many of you or how many of us have heard about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals? Okay, I see a hand. Please, can you tell us what the SDGs are about? Please don't feel shy. No, please, let's clap for her so that her morale will become high. Tell us about the SDGs here. Okay.
I can give examples about.
Sure. Feel free.
Life on land and zero hunger.
Life on land and zero hunger. Clap for her. Can anyone tell us what the SDGs are about? Okay. Or you know some examples of SDGs and you want to share with us? Okay, there are some hands up. Someone said life on land, zero hunger. How many SDGs are there? Sustainable Development Goals. There are how many?
So the SDGs are some goals that the UN put up to solve world problems.
Clap for her. That's very true. Clap for her. How many SDGs are there? Anyone? Anyone? The number of SDGs are there. Okay, that's another assignment for you. When you get access to any internet or web browser, read about the SDGs because, as she said, it was put up by the United Nations and it's a worldwide agenda. So there are 17 SDGs that exist and they were actually set up by the United Nations to help solve the world's problems. So how many countries form the United Nations? How many countries form the United Nations? No one. Okay, I'll keep this to myself. The person who will find the answer, you come and see me later on. So the reason why I made mention of the SDGs is that we realized that each of the STEM careers that we may have either heard of or know about are in one way or the other contributing to the SDGs. So I want each and every one of you, right from you being in high school, should also research about the SDGs and get to know what the problems are and how you can also contribute to that space. Because here's the case where now young people are also getting opportunities to share their ideas that are actually solving these SDGs. So another point you have to take note of that if you want to navigate the STEM field, the careers in STEM, one way you can begin as a young person here is to get to know more about the SDGs. What are they? What do they do? Why should I get myself involved? Read about them and just broaden your scope. So I'll mention quite a few of them. I don't have all of them in mind, but then there's one that has to do with, someone said zero hunger, life on land. There's one that has to do with industry, innovation, and infrastructure. There's one that has to do with education. There's one that has to do with sanitation. There are a lot. So I want this an assignment to each and every one of you that if you are going to navigate the STEM field, you should get to know about the SDGs. I said you should get to know about what? I can't hear you. You should get to know about what? Last time, you should get to know about what? So that's another thing that you have to take note of. So I want to hear from you. The question that I asked before, is there any career field that you may have heard of and you think that, oh, is this career field also part of the STEM conversation? Maybe some myths that you've heard about STEM. Let's talk about those issues. I see a hand at the back. There's another hand here. He's the mic. Who has the mic? Okay. Yeah, I think two ladies, yeah.
Bioinformatics.
Bioinformatics. Okay, we'll address that. Bioinformatics. We are listening to you. Someone said bioinformatics. Yes, your hand is up. Okay.
Yes, I wanted to know if journalism and cosmetology falls under STEM.
Journalism and cos what? Hello? I didn't hear the last. Cosmetology. Okay. So you want to see? Let me first address the two. Yeah. So bioinformatics, right? That's what you said. Bioinformatics. Yes. It's also part of the STEM careers. So the word bio has to do with biology. And when you are talking about STEM, you are looking at science. And biology is also a branch of science that is of study. So definitely bioinformatics to also falls under as like a STEM career or a STEM field of interest. Yes. And you said journalism and cosmetology. Personally, I think it also falls under STEM because when you are looking at journalism, you are applying concepts of STEM. Concepts like someone made mention of critical thinking, how you are able to think on your feet, ask questions, interact with people. And I think it was because of that field that brought around this conversation of arts being added to STEM. But then I believe that STEM, STEAM, they are all the same. And it's definitely part of it. So that's a possible STEM career field. It's not always about the coding, the robotics, and all that field. I think a lady wanted to say something. You wanted to say?
Please, I had this debate with my friend about NASA.
Okay.
And it was like, she said she wanted to work at NASA, and she's a Ghanaian. But I read something on the net saying that NASA do not employ, foreigners.
Foreigners.
Yes, they only employ US Americans. So,
Oh, okay.
should I tell her to forget about it or?
Oh, allow her.
Encourage them to encourage her to
Okay.
give it up.
Okay, that's a very brilliant suggestion for us to demystify. So, I personally was mentored by a Ghanaian who was working at NASA and is still working at NASA. So, that is a wrong notion that they only hire people in the US. NASA has to do with like the Global Aeronautics Space like Association. So they'll definitely want the best of the best people to come and work at their space. So her dreams are very valid. So what I would want you to tell her that she can still keep dreaming about that and to definitely come true if listen, if she's willing to put in the work and not to give up. So I made mention of this Ghanaian who is also working at NASA, and he's called Dr. Shite Trebi Olenu. You can Google him or recommend him to your friend, or let your friend type Ghanaians working at NASA. He'll definitely pop up. So it is something that is very achievable. And even talking about NASA, do you know that NASA has a challenge for young people like you, that you can participate wherever you are in the world and you get awards provided you put up like a very good work. So there's a challenge called the NASA Space Apps. So it's more of like an open hackathon-like challenge. So a hackathon is basically something like a competition, but then you are limited by time and you have certain timelines to reach. So they give you a challenge, and in real time you form a team and you come up with a solution to the challenge. So that's basically what a hackathon is about. So I would recommend that since she's a young person, she could possibly start with participating in these competitions. So the competition is called the NASA Space Apps and the NASA Space Apps Challenge. And in Ghana here, I know some young people who are also contributing to that challenge. I think this very year, they had it in October at the Ghana Meteorological Center. Yeah, and I think they had one too in Kumasi. So it's something that you can also tell your friend to look into and to search about. So let's also move on. I'm about wrapping up. The third thing I would also want to talk about when it comes to being able to navigate the STEM field and positioning yourself to become an innovator of tomorrow is having to do with communities. Because as young people, when you have these wild ideas, I get it, I've been there before. You sometimes feel like I'm all alone. This thing crap, let me just even put it down, let me just ignore it. For me, I realize that it's a very big challenge that most young people in Ghana here always face, because there's always some little obstacles that maybe you are not cut out for it, or some people shutting you up, maybe your teachers and all of that. But then I would recommend communities, and it's up to you to also find out these communities. So communities that support young people when it comes to being able to navigate their STEM related interests, like things that they are interested about, things that they are curious about. They are very, very important. So I'll mention a few communities, and I would recommend that you go and read more about these communities and find out. And just, how many of you don't have phones or access to internet? Show by hands. No phones or access to internet. No phones. Your mother's phone is not there. You don't have access to your mother's phone. If you ask your mother's phone, if you ask your mother for her phone, she will say no. Show by hands. Maybe I can personally buy you one. Show by. See all of you. See all of you. No. That was just a joke. I beg. I don't have that money to buy every one of you phone. But then, when you get access to the internet, be it from your mother's phone, or maybe your sibling's phone, just ask them that you want to just make some search and get to know about these communities that are supporting young people, and follow them on their socials. For me, that's what I'll say. And be on the lookout because these communities also serve as a hub for you to nurture those wild thoughts or imaginations that you may have. So there's the Python Acquaah community in Ghana here. There's the Google Developer Group. There's the Innovotech Lab. So Innovotech Lab is an organization that is actively playing a key role in helping young people navigate their life right from high school and transitioning to the university. So Innovotech Lab is another community to research about. And there's the Ghana Robotics Academy Foundation. That's another community to also look at. And which other community? Okay, so these are the ones that I can remember for now. But then you can also go and research and explore. So I'm about wrapping up, and all I want to say is to be able to leapfrog or to be able to see your way through this STEM field or these conversations around STEM and what you can do right from high school. I want to encourage each and every one of you that all the dreams and ideas that you have, they are very valid. I said they are very what? They are very what? Yes, so I want to encourage each and every one of you not to give up on these dreams. Never give up, as they say it. Never give up. There may be obstacles upon the way and challenges as such, but what is life without challenges? But then I want to encourage each and every one of you that all the dreams that you have are very valid, and you can also take a very bold step to live up that dreams and make them come to life. So I'd want to end my presentation here, and if you have any questions, I'll take them. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so say, I want to find out, you were saying something like, bio is science, so sense and science, it is STEM, sorry. And then I want to find out, so every career under science is a STEM, like career.
Yes, so far as it's science related, I believe it falls under. Yeah.
Sure. So I also want to find out if videography and photography is understand.
Of course, of course. And I think that's where the STEAM conversation comes in because just think about it. You can do all your coding, you can do all your critical thinking and stuff, but then you need someone to actually put beauty to it. You see? So for me, I believe that all these people also fall under that field because right now design is a very big thing that is earning people a lot in industry. If you are someone who is able to do good designs for companies, because all what you see here was actually designed by someone. All these things are also parts of the conversation around STEM and STEAM. So that's it. They are also parts, of course. Any other questions? Please feel free to ask your questions. Okay.
So say,
Hey,
sorry, sometimes when you are researching in Ghana, I don't know whether it's our website or something that is limited because the information we get on the internet is very, very limited. So I want to find out if maybe I'm not the one researching well or is the Ghanaian website.
Hey, okay. The internet is open to everyone. The information you get here is the same information that someone in the Western world will also get. So maybe perhaps it's how you are searching about whatever you want to read about. But is there any particular thing that you've been researching about and you feel like you're not getting the needed or information that you'd want to see? Okay, maybe afterwards we'll talk. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask if there is any difference between the STEM and then the robotics.
So robotics falls under STEM. There's not much of a difference. Because
But then in some schools, even though they do STEM, they don't really do robotics, and then they think there's a difference between them.
there's no difference. Personally, with the experience that I have, there's no difference. It's just STEM is like the umbrella term for everything that has to do with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Yeah.
Please, you're talking about STEM and STEAM, and you said that STEAM involved arts, but I wanted to know if there was something distinguishable between them.
Personally, I don't think there's something distinguishable between them, because what I've realized that some people say we have to add arts to the STEM conversation. But if you have to think about it, when we talk about engineering, don't you know that, or don't you think that engineering has some form of arts in it? When, like, let's say there's a construction work going on, like, before this building was put together, there's definitely an engineer who actually sat down to design and come up with a structure before it was actually built. So I feel like there's no difference. It goes hand in hand, but just that sometimes people want to make it well known because how you may see things may be different from how I might see things, because sometimes it may not be obvious to you, but then this is my personal thoughts about the subject matter. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Any other questions?
Please, I want to ask if Trusted AI gives more idea about coding.
More
Idea about coding.
Of course, Trusted AI gives more ideas to young people like you about coding. And not only Trusted AI, but then there are other AI-related platforms that gives you more ideas about coding and what you can build. So the other time I came here, I recommended this platform too for students who want to also get to learn coding and maybe don't have access to laptop or computers. There's this platform that was built by a Ghanaian to help young students get to learn about coding, because I tell you what, all these AI platforms that you may be hearing about and that AI is taking away jobs and all of that, it started from somewhere. And for me, I still believe that students have to still learn how to code. Like, basics and fundamentals will always remain basics. You may be depending on the AI to build websites for you and all that, but then you need the basics such that when there's any issue that the AI doesn't get right, you'll be able to analyze the code that the AI is giving you and learn from it and make it better. You see? So the platform is Share Code. So when you go home or on your break or vacation, Christmas, you can explore that platform too. It's on Google Play Store. So Share Code, SUA, then code, CODE. So I think that's about it. Last question. If there are no questions, then I think I'll bring my presentation finally to an end here. So thank you very much, and thank you. I really enjoyed my time with
Did
you.
you enjoy the sessions? Did you learn a lot? Are you going home with something valuable? Are we going to preach the STEM to our friends, to our families, to make more money? Okay, clap for yourselves once again. Finally, we have come to the end of the mentorship sessions at St. Mary's SHS. Today is the 10th episode. The STEM Festival is proudly sponsored by Truster AI, Jupe Money Transfer, GTP, and YFM. And of course, this is a Primetime production. So ladies, thank you for giving me your time and being patient. And also, I'm glad that you have learned something, haven't you all? And I'm glad that you are taking something valuable home. Today might be the last day we are here, but if you're watching us live stream, you can still watch us on YouTube and on Facebook, and then see all the other schools we are going to complete the rest of the mentorship sessions. This has been wonderful. I've had a great time with you all, and I have learned a lot from you all as well. So have a wonderful evening. I wish you all the best, and see you on the flip side. Bye.
Increasing over its domain, or it is decreasing over its domain. Selenam. True. You're right. With the same preamble.
Hey! Charlie, this school is brilliant. My son will attend this school at all costs. Hey, let me call Adwa. What? I shock safe. Adwa, listen. Our son will attend the school at all costs.
Send money home.
Listen, I'm sending some more money for him, okay? Right. Oh, right now. Metro Jupe is here. Yeah, okay, right.
Fast and easy. Show me your pain.
My boy.
Help you make the most of your money. Needs and fire to pay. Show me your pain.
Jupe Money Transfer. Send money home to family and loved ones from the US and Canada. Download the Jupe app, send money with your school code, and your school gets $20 on your first transaction for any school project of their choice. For your school code and for more information, visit www.jupe.co. Download the app to join the Jupe train. Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need. Send via Jupe.